My name is Bartolt, and I live in Mongolia. It's almost 10 a.m. in Ulaanbaatar, negative 25 degrees Celsius in the morning. The situation in Ulaanbaatar has been getting worse for the past 2 decades. We have a massive air and soil pollution, the primary source being the Ger districts.
Lack of infrastructure forces people who live there to burn coal in winter to keep warm and use pit latrines as toilets all year round. Thousands of children are affected by the air pollution, face different types of deadly lung problems, and even cancer. Groundwater is getting polluted because of soil pollution, and disease is taking many lives. Ulaanbaatar was ranked as one of the most polluted cities in the world by many large news outlets and even the WHO. People have been moving to the city for better opportunity, education, and because of climate change, which made traditional nomadic life more challenging than ever before. Now more than half of the entire population resides in Ulaanbaatar. Due to mass migration, lack of proper planning, good leadership, and of course corruption, we are forced to face the disaster we have today. Understanding it is not easy if you're not surrounded by it and forced to go through it every single day. I was always aware of these issues, but never truly cared until I faced it myself. The future of Mongolia doesn't look bright. In fact, this concerns the entire world, because at the end of the day, we all live on the same planet, regardless of what country you come from.
It's about negative 30 degrees right now, and I'm standing in the middle of a landfill, close to the city of Ulaanbaatar. This is where all the trash of our city ends up in. With no recycling, this is how the future is going to look like. And we have to fix this.
Engineers and scientists from around the world are doing their best to solve the world's pollution problem, yet it's only increasing. A number of developed countries have actually solved their own issues with pollution and waste, or at least a part of it. But if you think about the entire world, it's a completely different story. Developing countries are nowhere near to solving their pollution problems. Even developed countries like the US are far from becoming waste-free. Today, waste is treated in centralized recycling facilities. A lot of them do a good job, but they all have a flaw. Usually smaller towns and villages get left behind and end up using landfills because transporting trash hundreds of kilometers away from one small town to a recycling plant of a different city just doesn't make any sense. It's expensive, and building a waste management plant in every small town is also expensive. This is the case especially for larger countries like China, India, Russia, and so on. What we're proposing is a smaller scale, localized approach that can fix this problem. We are offering a waste treatment device the size of a shipping container that can solve all waste problems of around 500 to 1,000 households. One such device can be installed in every town and process their waste while turning it into clean energy, whether it be in the form of gas or even electricity. Compared to big waste treatment plants, it requires less maintenance, has close to zero output of harmful substances to the environment, and most importantly, it can increase recycling to 100% and completely eliminate the need for landfills. But this is only the beginning. We are in the process of making a new, improved version of our device using the data we got from testing our prototype. Today, only about 100 companies are responsible for more than 50% of the entire world's pollution, and almost none of them bear any responsibility for the problems that they cause. I think that companies causing pollution need to start paying for it. So I'm proposing an idea for a global fund that will be collecting a yearly payment from every company around the world that's causing pollution and use that to invest in research and projects around the world that have the potential to improve our environment. Each company will be required to pay an annual fee of at least 1 cent for every single product that they sell, which is not a lot to ask. Let's take canned products as an example. Approximately 200 billion aluminum cans are produced every year on our planet. If we take 1 cent from every can produced, it'll be a total of $2 billion that could be spent on environmental projects and research that could save the future generations. How do you see the future? Is it green and full of life? Or more like this? Time is running out, so let's work together and save our planet. It's all up to you.